Hey guys, Michael Suji here. Today we're going over maybe the most popular formation of all time in Madden, Gun Bunch. It's won a lot of people a lot of money. And it's good this year for a couple different reasons. So we're getting into why right now. We're gonna start with the play verticals, maybe the most popular play of all time too, arguably. So this is verticals. I think this crosser, I'm not gonna lie, sucks, guys. It's not the best really versus zone or man. I don't like it. If you have Hopper Master or Slot Apprentice on your right bumper here, I like putting him on this crosser or this post. Let's do a better job of frying man coverage and getting over hooks and underneath blues. So I'm going to do the crosser for now, and this is what we're going to do versus cover 3, guys. We're going to motion out this wheel and let him set. Once he sets, we're going to have this ball here to the outside for a big play, as you can see that. It's just something too. It's a read that I really like to throw versus cover 3 or cover 4 for that matter, because this outside blue will not match to it, and this flat is from the inside. As you see, it's from this, the curl flat here is from the nickel corner. He will not be able to get out to this ball, and then as you can see here, I'm just passing it to the outside, and it is a safe ball every time. Now, honestly, that's one of 3 routes that we love throwing versus cover 3. This tight end wheel also is open in this little window here. Once it kind of gets over that vert, we can't fit that that tight end wheel. And then also we're going to have this crosser. This crosser is going to do a great job. The crosser, the slot press crosser is going to do a great job of getting over these vert hooks and underneath these thirds pretty easily. So verticals, we have 3 reads here. Whichever ones they're like not lurking or account for, we can throw. We have this outside wheel, like I said. We have the crosser. We have the tight end wheel. All our throw right here. I'm going to throw this tight end crosser late. Boom. Fits in a nice window for a big game. You guys see it. Verticals, great play versus cover 3. I will show it versus cover 2. Cover 2, I don't love this play that much. We have a couple other good plays for cover 2. But let's in case your opponent just run cover 2 and you are in verts and you do want to run verts, what I like to do is put this tight end on a little baby out route right here. There is great spacing between this motion out wheel and this tight end out route where it's going to get into a nice little pocket there. And again, the mid read from verts, you can do a great job guarding that crosser. So this isn't the best play versus cover 2. But if you are running verts and you do want to exploit his cover 2 defense, this is my favorite setup. You can't throw this wheel late, but it's just such a hard throw because it takes a lot of time to throw it. So again, I like that little out route right there. If you do face cover 2, I'll quickly show you guys this versus cover 4. My only thing is versus man coverage. Really, the only ball that we're gonna have is this point man crosser or post. I would not run this versus man coverage. Versus cover 2, you can get away with it. Versus cover 3 definitely is what we want to go to with verts, but and cover 4 as well. Same idea as cover 3 here, guys. We're gonna have this outside wheel. Boom. Easy money, right? Versus that cover 4 defense. We're gonna have this post here as well. Boom. I kind of like the post instead of the crosser versus cover 4, just because it's gonna get underneath that inside quarter easier. So I do only like verts versus cover 1 man defense here, and the reason being is because this press defense I like it versus because we're gonna be able to throw this wheel with ease and be able to get a big play off it. The reason being is press man defense does not respond to these wheels at all. As long as we have the set beat lead ability or pass lead elite, we're gonna be able to get this ball out quick before that man coverage can get there. This is a super comp thing too. A lot of comp players you will see throw quick wheels like this versus press defense. The reason being is because the press will simply not react to the ball, and we can be able to get this throw off pretty easily. So our next play here, guys, is going to actually be Y curl, and we're going to show you Y curl versus. I love Y curl versus cover 3. Now Y curl is kind of like a unique play. I'm going to show you my go-to setup versus this for Y curl. The reason being is because this Y curl post here from Randy Moss will actually get inside this third and over these other zones pretty easily. Boom, right there, fits in a good window, right? I like that a lot versus cover 3 because you kind of almost have to like man it up. So right here, again, here's the setup. Boom. I'm gonna throw this Randy Moss it's kind of like a weird like a J route. It's something unique that like I do like a lot with bonds. I run Saints, so like Saints playbook does have this. Another read here that we can throw too. Also, I like motioning out this receiver as well to pull these flats. We will have RB here as well. So you actually get in a really nice window here. In between, the flat will pull this purple zone, or this curl flat zone, and the slant will kind of just take the attention of this vert hook on the right. So you can create a nice window here for our slot wheel from RB. Boom, right? Easy plays, right? So again, a lot of these, Bunch does a great job, guys, of exploiting cover 3. It has really every year. This year is no different. Boom. I'm showing you guys the idea here again, and we go back to our Y curl J route right here, right? Fits in a great window. But you guys see it. I like Y curl a lot versus that. I'm gonna show it's same idea too versus cover 4. I'll show you guys this versus cover 4 just to kind of give you an idea. Same again, it's cover 4, cover 3. Same idea to beat it. We're just gonna simply be looking for our J route here inside this inside quarter. Boom, we have it. Click on it, egg it. It's something I like to do just to solidify the catch and to avoid those zone knockouts that you see a lot in MUT right now. And also we're gonna have this again, this slot wheel, and we are gonna slant. Maybe they go alert slot wheel. We can't throw the slant quick right from the tight end for a big game. It's not the biggest game, but it's just something where it keeps the user honest. Maybe they go lurk our J route here from Randy Moss, or they go lurk the slot wheel from Herman Moore. We can't throw that slant for a check down. Another great thing too I like about Y curl a lot is you see how this. Look at the running back wheel here from Leon Sandkessel, right? You see how it's like a little wider. Let me when I hot route this, see how it's like a little more shallow. It kind of goes to like the 20-yard line, but this regular wheel goes like outside the 20. This is also another big comp thing that people like to do because it's really hard to guard this wide wheel. You have to take like a way different angle. Boom, like way to the sidelines. And again, it's not the sexiest pass in the world. It's only a flat. But something too where if it's like 3rd and short, 4th and short, you need to get just like a couple yards. It's a great little read to have and that is another thing too that makes Y curl really, really good. And it's like a unique wheel. Not a lot of other plays have that wheel. So right here, I'm just gonna throw my RB route just because I can, because Y curl is a very, very good play. And then the playbooks that Y curl has as well is, before I show you guys this for cover 2, the New Orleans Saints, Packers, and the Panthers offensive playbook is what you're going to want for this Y curl. Packers, Saints, and Panthers. And I think it's a nice little play. Like I said, it's a nice little play that it's unique to bunts. We can throw, again, our slot right there. It's a little bit of a harder of a window for cover 2 just because we got to get over that hook from this nickel corner. But I do like this a lot. And again, we're also going to have this little, if it's a cloud flat, we can throw this wheel and it's going to, and like he gets a good head of steam and it's a nice little check down. So again, Y curl, this is a great play to mix in with verticals, and then another play that I'm going to show you guys here as well coming up. But again, this is the setup, guys, I like a lot. Doesn't require any hot routes, or any route chems, which is nice. So for the people that don't have Hot Route Master, for example, it's a great play to mix in. But let's get going on our, also one more thing too, do not run this versus man coverage. I'm not a big fan of this versus man coverage. You can't throw the wheel quick, but this is not our man coverage play. Our man coverage play is going to be the next play right here. Next play I wanted to show you guys here is mess post. And we're going to go against this cover 1 defense right here just to show you guys versus man how well this is. Because this is a men's concept here, we're going to have double drags. You're actually going to create some bumping sometimes where one runs to the left, one runs to the right, they cross each other. Sometimes that, especially to a Madden 23 with how prevalent bumping is, you're going to get some open receivers on these double drags just from bumping sometimes. Even if they don't bump, it's still a read that you can look to. Number 2, why this play is so good, guys, is because of this mess post route. It is a unique post route. There really isn't many posts like this one in the game. This is the slot, so like you see here, it runs pretty deep. If I run the slot press post, see how it's like a little shorter. But this post, it's a little deeper. It's going to be consistently beating man coverage here. Boom. Easy money, right? I'll show it to you guys again. But I love this play, guys, because of this mesh concept that's going to beat man coverage based off of just bumping or just the double drags. And then also this double post that we can throw and click on and egg back to the ball. You guys get the idea, but I'll show it one more time here. Boom. Post. All day long. Right. Easy money. Let's get into it here versus cover 3, cover 4, and cover 2. I don't love this play versus cover 2 just because the Vergers are going to do a decent job guarding it. But again, like I said, we're going to have a big cover 2 beer that we're going to talk about next. But I will show you this versus cover 3 here. It's postable again. It does a great job of also getting underneath these thirds. So like this middle third, you can have a pull route. So like one thing I like doing versus cover 3 is you can do something like this, right? Where like you do this, you motion them out, and now we have a high-low versus cover 3 defense between the drag and our post here. I love this play. I run this play quite a bit. Boom. It'll just do a great job, especially too with zone KOs in this game. It will make sure that third is cleared by the streak, right? So it's a nice basic high-low right here, just a route combo that we can add versus cover 3 defense. Again, we either have our drag if they lurk the drag through the post, if they lurk the drag, or if they lurk the post to the drag. So that's kind of what that is right there. But you also can throw this. It's just harder in MUT this time of year to run this play like this, just because this middle third will get a little closer to it. It still is a read that you can throw. You could just call a play as is, It's just a little harder with the KOs without a pull route that the streak will provide with that second route combo. But you can call it like this for cover 3, and you can still try to fit it in underneath this this middle third right here. Sometimes if you just put a third in the box, it's a little harder to guard, or a little harder to throw, excuse me. But you guys get the idea. Same thing versus cover 4. Again, nothing much different there. Versus cover 2, I'll show you guys it as well. But mess post, guys, it's been a great play for a while. Cover 2, the mid-range can make it a little harder, so I wouldn't mind just taking our check down here for a gain. Or our tight end flat, it's like a faster flat as well, so we can just take the flat here for a check down if we need it. Boom. Right, you guys get the idea. Not the sexiest play versus cover 2 in the world, but it is a decent play nonetheless. And yeah, I'll show it to you here one more time versus cover 2. Cover 4, same thing versus cover 3, so I won't go over it in depth. But again, it's just a nice little play versus check down, so really just keep the opponent honest. Mesh post, I love it versus man covers because of the bumping that goes on. I love versus cover 3 because this post does a great job getting underneath middle thirds and middle quarters as well. But let's get into our next play here, guys, which is going to be bunch trail. Now, the bunch trail, one of the best plays in bunch this year, hands down. Reason being is because this tight end trail route is so good. I'm going to show you 2 steps here from bunch trail that I like to do. Literally, this is step number 1. It's pretty much just stock with an out route here on the B receiver. So again, versus cover 1 defense, we're going to be looking for our trail route as well as this corner route. But this trail route, guys, it's going to do a great job, especially too with short and on my tight end. It's just going to fry. Like, I'm not sure who was made up to him right there, but like this tight end's just going to fry this man coverage every time. But this is step number 1 I like from bunch trail, guys. I like this a lot versus cover 2 and cover 0 here because we're going to have this corner. Boom. For a dot, right? And again, for guys for man coverage, if you don't have short and elite on your receivers or route tech at this point in the month, I highly recommend having that to beat man coverage. But then back to our trail route right here. So those are our 2 man beers on this play. You can throw the out route as well, especially if they're not like shaded down or anything like that. But again, this is I like this a lot versus cover 2 and cover 0. Again, we throw our out route here if we want to. I'm just kind of making a read there just based on what the man coverage is doing. I'll shoot this up here versus cover 2. I don't like this a lot versus cover 3 because we don't have a pull on the bunt side. So I'll show you 2 of this versus cover 2 really quick. And the reason why I like versus cover 2 is because if we have time, we actually have a touchdown here with this deep post route. But we also are going to have this corner as well. So boom, big post route over the middle right for a dot. That's going to exploit cover 2. The only thing with that, guys, is you want to make sure that the opponent is not blitzing if you're going to go for that post just because of how long it takes to develop. We also are going to have this corner here on the right that we can freeform to the outside for a dot, right? So you get both there. Great play versus cover 2. Now I'm going to show you this alternative stuff I also like versus cover 2, right? So this is going to be our cover 2 play. If you see cover 2 and you're running this bunch mini scheme, this is step number 2 from bunch trail that I like a lot. You'll see me run this all the time. It is this streak C route step here to the left side of the field with a backside trail. So basically the only route that remains the same from bunch trail, guys, is this tight end trail route. The reason why is because this tight end trail is unique. You can't because the tight end's like lined as a receiver, you can't like hot route this trail route, so that's why we call this out of bunch trail. But this C route here is going to get over cover 2 every time. Boom, you guys see it. This for a beautiful game right there, right? So this is going to be like, again, this is one of the best plays of the game because of how good the trail route is in Madden 23. But we just have a little high low here versus cover 2 that we're looking to exploit. Boom. We're going to fit that C route in again for a huge gain, right? So this play, and if they maybe go lurk to C route, we can go in either A. So we're going to motion out B. You motion out RB as well. Either is fine. B or RB motion over on a streak. And then the other receiver, whichever one you don't motion, is on a drag. And then we have the backside trail route. If they go lurk to C route, for example, we can either A, throw this drag like this, and we can just take our 5, 6, 7 yards. But I'll show the trail right here again on this play. You can throw it early. Boom. It's a little pop pass for a couple yards, right? It's really hard. It's really hard route to guard, guys. You almost have to like bracket trail route. You can throw early. If they go avoid their vert hook assignment to go lurk to C route, you can go lurk to C. You can go throw the trail. But again, this is the play. Our guys love this play. You'll see me run it all the time. Just because, and I'll show it to you really quick here. We'll get into this quickly versus cover 3 and man coverage. I'll show you guys this play versus man coverage. One thing I do want to note here, also versus man, is I like writing this 6 up on the left hash. versus man coverage because left side C routes do run faster than right side C routes. So right here, as you can see, this left side C route is going to absolutely fry our defender here. Boom for like a huge play. I'll see you guys set up here one more time. Again, when it comes versus man coverage, we're looking at our left side C route because it's going to run better than the right side C routes, and as well as our trail route as well. Both beat man coverage. And then I will also quickly show you guys this versus cover 3. What I like about this play is this streak that is actually going to pull the third to the inside. So we're going to actually have this C route as well that's still open. That's why I love this streak C route combination really out of any formation, because the C route will get over cover 2. It will get outside of the third because the streak will pull it. And the C route will smoke man coverage if it's ran to the left side of the field consistently. So like as you see right here, I'm going to be able to throw the C route 3 times in a row versus cover 3 with no problems. Same type of thing too when it comes to our secondary reads here. We're going to have our backside trail that if we want, especially if they go take their responsibility to go alert the C route, we can throw the trail route when that happens. We can also take our drag here as a check down. Boom. But again, you guys see that setup will beat man coverage. It will beat cover 2. It will beat cover 3. Cover 4, at the same day as cover 3, it will pull the outside quarter. So that's up, guys. Again, so we have the this setup right here versus cover 1 and cover 2 that I like. Cover 1, cover 2, and cover 3, cover 4 I like a lot. Like this is a setup that can really, it's like a good universal setup that will be a lot of different coverages. And then versus cover 1 and cover 2, I like this setup here a lot, guys, from Bunch Trail. Now, what I want to show you guys really quick, I will talk about the runs here from Bunch. So, this inside, if you run Bunch offset, so like Bunch and Bunch offset are practically the same thing. Like some playbooks with Bunch offset include like Panthers, Eagles, Bengals, Colts. So like those runs, those bunches will be called bunch offset tactically, and they have this inside zone split. This split's an okay run. I honestly don't love it. It's like example, if you play like a lot of dollar, it's a good run just to mix in. Other bunches have like base, which is cool as well. But really, honestly, I won't go into this too in depth. But see, like this, the inside zone split is okay. I like double teaming the D tackle and running it to the left with my right-handed quarterback for a faster handoff, and also to counter any inside stuff that they have made under D tackle in mutts. But you see, it's a good run. Like I'm getting a good gain out of it right now. I think the best run in the game though, specifically, is the Philadelphia Eagles has a read option. So if you're really trying to run the ball out of bunch, I highly recommend the Philadelphia Eagles bunch offset because they have read option, which is hands down the best bunch run in the game, hands down. And then base is okay. The split is okay too. And then like the New Orleans Saints, for example, has an inside zone, which is fine as well. They're all just okay runs. It's just something where if like they spread the D line or they give you like a really like pass heavy look, then I would be okay running the ball. What the most important thing here I want to note with these type of runs, guys, is you want to, like I said, if your quarterback is right-handed, run to the left if you can. Left-handed, run to the right for a faster handoff. And then double the inside stuff here as well. But just something just to mix in, honestly, just to keep them honest. The runs aren't crazy, but I see here, I'm getting like that might have been my worst run, and it was like 4 yards. But most of these have been going for like 8 yards plus. So it's a solid run. Nothing crazy. There's not really many sexy runs out of bunch besides that read option from the Eagles playbook. But that's really about it. And then if you do run that read option, always run with the running back. Don't ever run it with the quarterback. But yeah, that's just a quick little synopsis there. I didn't want to go too in depth with the runs. But just like depending on your playbook, because there are many different playbooks with bunches. Base is okay, but if I had to rank the runs, it would be read option number 1, inside zone from Saints number 2, inside zone split number 3, and base number 4. If you guys enjoyed that video and you guys found something that you can add to your game, maybe some bunch plays that you can add to your arsenal, consider checking out GG, where we offer full schemes with the highest level of Madden. Link to website in the description. Use code GG at checkout for 20% off your next order.